Hey guys, we're gonna do here a Nirvana Nightmare run with your master Zuzu, Luci, and myself, and I am hoping definitely that we are gonna get it through the whole thing, because last time I think I put up a video of like when Nirvana came out, we did it with failing at the last boss, and this time hopefully will be full, so let's be positive. Just gonna get a little bit of sound in. We were discussing who will tank, and between me and Zuzu, because well, on the last boss he's hitting for 100,000 damage, so you need to be able to take that. I have not much on now because my pots are not on, so I'll get those on. And also I'm using a silly sylph right now, just getting the experience, because you know, killing the mobs is not that hard at all. So while we're walking, let me get some endurance. Oh, they already got another one. Let's pop in right there. The reason I'm leveling up these sylphs is because my knight here is a non-pair, and he doesn't have Hades or Apollo. Just never was able to get them because those are casher sylphs. And if I do get one of those, then I have two white sylphs that I can feed them straight away to get it up to a higher level. So that's pretty much the only reason why I'm leveling those up as well, because my Iris is already level 80 and my blue guy is level 80. I already brought up a white pan to level 80, and I have two now, a white Iris and a white guy here. So, and those are still 60 something and 70 something. So I think I took that. So I took endurance, let's take health, magic defense. I don't think I need magic defense. Health is really mostly what you need, so I'm good with that. Bell rating wise 116, but that will go up. That'll go up with when I switch to Gaia. 5-star blue, that the one I have. It's much more powerful, of course, then my strength will go up. So here we got the first boss here, Winddos Guilin. If I can pronounce the name, it's probably easier to say is the king of the swamp. So on this first one also I just go with the white sylph. It's not a major issue, this first one, but as of the second boss I usually switch to the proper one. Now in Nirvana is fun in a way. Already kind of forgetting Lich because I haven't done that for a while, and on Nirvana the first boss is not that big of a deal, like I mentioned, and the mobs are surprisingly weak, or the party is strong. I'm not sure which one is that, but I never had any issue. I remember fighting in Moon and in Leech, you know, mobs were also a kind of a issue at some point, but in Nirvana there were straight away no issue at all, hitting not hard at all, especially the fire guys a bit later down the road. So mobs are no problem, and the second boss can be a problem. He's got a rare attack type, which is very hard to catch. And that way he can mess things up, and that's why I switched for to proper sylph for the second mini boss. And the last one, of course, famously does 100,000 damage regardless of anything. Doesn't matter what kind of damage you know, reductions you put, like incendiary or Apollo. It doesn't matter. It's exactly 100,000 damage on your character. On actually it's a column attack. Not everybody knows that. It hits the whole front column, and that's exactly why you want only one person in the front row for that. Get that shield through. So basically the most important thing for whoever stands in the front, and it doesn't really have to be a knight, but whoever it is, it has to have, I would say minimum of 120,000 health. With people with 150, they can be more relaxed playing it. People with 120ish have to be really careful and keeping that health, pretty much at maximum as much as possible. So let's see how it goes here. With this boss, I'm not doing anything strong. There was 118,000, nice critical. So of course the bosses have higher armor, so the critical that you do on a mob is going to be always more powerful than a critical that you do on a boss. They also always alternate with their resistances, like now he's got an increase on electrical, fire, and a decrease on water. And then it switches off and then another set comes in after that. So if you're summoning, if you're awakening yourself, you have to, for the higher efficiency, just be mindful of those. So for example, if I have Gaia, I don't want to do my strong attacks, especially on the time when the Electro is up. Here now he's increased on wood, on wind, on wind and water, which means Pan and Iris attacks would be reduced in effectiveness. Although it would be nice to if there was like a little number saying by how much it is increased. That's a pity actually. But with all these resistances, I mean, of course, as a new thing that was introduced, everybody started, being super careful in getting those treasures and so forth. But I think with time it subsided. People are, skipping the treasures if they feel like it without worrying about it too much. They're also like deteriorating benefits, meaning that you have to invest a lot more for each next level, and yeah, if you already get like level 2, level 3, I think that's already your base is covered, and it will all depend on 1 second. So, and it'll all depend on actually what they will do with the resist reduction. So I'll do a separate video probably on the battle protection system. Basically you got two sides, and as second, and of course you got the resistances which were implemented, and the way they build it is basically they now introduce the resistance side of it, and everybody is gonna spend or everybody has already spent and is spending money to get their resistances up, and right afterwards they're going to introduce the resist reductions. So that's going to cancel out all the money everybody spent in a way, because say you spend $100 on increasing your resistances, and then somebody else spends $100 on reducing the resistances that you have increased. That cancels out both your and his $100. So it's kind of like that. And it's a wonderful way of earning money, but I'm not sure players will be happy about that. What it does also is that it hugely increases the gap between cashers and non-cashers, because a casher with very high resistances and resist reductions is just going to obliterate any non-casher. Alright, this guy is out. Just gonna switch this little switch on the other window. Alright, we got 6 legendary stones, a green weapon, which is gonna be recycled. And just putting a blitz on my other account. And closing that window. There we go. so that should reduce whatever lag if I had any. Normally now with my new PC, it wasn't the most expensive one at all. I just got one that can do the job, let's say. I'm much more, let's say, happy with it, and it handles the game much better. I can easily run two accounts at the same time, which my previous PC couldn't handle. The lag in the game, the VIP chest also 10,000 Canad, and it gives you 1 and 1, so 2 more legendary stones. So the lag in the game is not only to do with the internet connection, it's to do with your PC processing power. Like maybe if you saw one of my videos on opening a lot of boxes, in those videos you really hear the clicking. Is the computer trying to you know, process a lot of data, and it's less to do with internet connection. So if you want to have no lag when playing Wartune, you really need both to keep your computer clean, you know, shut off any useless background processes which are on, you know, keep your cache clean, keep your temporary internet files clean, just keep it, you know, in a good working so that it performs the best. And on top of that then comes the internet connection and anything else, so you can make your chances higher, let's say. Alright, time to switch to my regular one. So here I am at 119, so that should be good enough. And we got here the second boss, Electro Burials, King of the Beasts. King of the Beasts is a bird. Figure that. So I'm curious if we'll get his rare attack, if we'll get to see that. Restoration from Luci. Zuzu and your master gathering rage. And there is the first Sylph activation. I should probably do the same. Darn it, just a little bit too quick. On here you can see how many turns. It's got 2 turns left until those resistance reductions get off. So maybe I can get my Delphic through. Nope. Somebody better heal me. There you go. Unstable voltage, damage is increasing, which is really good. I'm gonna switch over and get a shield up because I'm getting, I think, too little healing from the mages. That's the deep freeze. Very important, the deep freeze. The boss really attacks much less when the archers put the deep freeze on, and you can really see the difference. A lot of parties fail dungeons at the moment when the deep freeze finishes, and there's a gap between, because the cooldown is a bit longer than the skill effect. So at that gap, the boss starts attacking much faster, and the party is kind of going with the rhythm of the previous, let's say, previous 5 minutes or something, and therefore they fail, because all of a sudden the boss starts attacking faster. They didn't expect it. Actually, they don't even think about it. It sort of happens like that, and a lot of people fail on that gap range. So that's why, in a way, having 2 archers is always easier. So unfortunately for knights who seem to be hated by the game company for whatever reason, the best party I think nowadays is something like 2 mages, 2 archers, with having a strong one standing in the front as a tank. Knights bring not too much to the table, let's say. Yeah, I can do a polo shield. That's but the archers can keep the incendiary on all the time. And whereas you see the Apollo, I'm putting it on, and look at the countdown, 60 seconds. Whereas 2 archers can alternate incendiary and keep it on all the time. And also then the deep freeze on, scatter if needed. So those 3 skills really switching around very nicely. I hope one day they make it fair for the knights, because knights have been suffering for 1.5 years easily. Right, Luci's gonna relock because she is lagging a lot. No problem. And I'm forgetting to activate myself. Let's do it. Activate brutality. By the way, in the future they're gonna fix it. Now in the Sylph mode you don't see the runes, so we have to do this activation rune trick. In the future they're gonna fix it properly, that you see the runes also in Sylph mode, and that's gonna make things much more fair and easier. I saw that in one of the China videos, so I'm sure that's gonna come at some point. Only God knows at which point. But such basic things, you know, when we should have had it ages ago, yeah, always takes us longer. Alright, this boss is almost done on his last life. Just being smashed. And these reduced damage reductions also, that could be done much better. By the way, when you're getting hit and you see a kind of a shield type of a thing in front of you, or a color, that's showing, that's a representation of your resists working. Like you see here, you see there a purple kind of circle. That's our resists working against the boss attacks. Although the enemies don't have that, I'm not sure if it's active or not, even though they don't have the shield. Alright, let's go for the last Sylph activation. Should be able to finish up the boss with that. If the tank can have Gaia, it's really important because of the unstable voltage. Can really dish out a lot more damage. But Hades is also a good Sylph for tanking because you can heal yourself. The Apollo's heal is just really not good enough to be worth it. But the Hades one is. And the good thing with the Hades one, which is different, is that of course you're damaging the opponent as well as healing, which is not the case with Apollo, for example, or Iris. Alright, we got another 6 and another green one. Now, while Luci is relogging, I'll do recycle on these, and you see you only get 1 level 4 refinement crystal. Actually, the refinement crystals are a major problem, and much more than any kind of legendary stones. I already have enough for upgrading one of these, which would be the sword first, to a level 80. You need 200. I already have enough, but I'm not doing it mostly because of those refinement crystals, because it costs 18 to refine an item once, and if I upgrade my sword to level 80 and somehow find all the money in the 90 something million, 93 million required to enchant it, even that is not a major issue, because the gold, you'll just get it over time. But the refinement crystals, serious problem. If you upgrade and you get a bad combination, let me just switch back to this one for the mobs. If you upgrade and you get that bad combination and you refine 1 or 2 times, and you don't get the attributes that you want, that's a big bummer. And at that point, that's when people are in such a kind of a trap, because they put themselves in this trap, and they want to get out of it, and the only way to do that is to buy the refinement crystals in the shop, and they're not cheap at all. I think there were 20 or so balance, so I'll check out the shop right after this fight. Hopefully I get a moment to check it out. Here, I don't even remember where it is. There it is, 20 balance for 1. So that's just, really ridiculous. Even if I had the balance, I wouldn't pay for it. It's just totally nuts. And that's, bear in mind, if you saw my refining guide, you saw how easily I spent 1,000 crystals and still didn't get what I wanted. So that's how bad it is. Right, time to switch over here. And I'm also gonna take a health scroll, and that gets my health to 120k. So let's do it. Actually, it's not that difficult to get it done. It just, mages have to be kind of crazy on healing. And here we got Luci with Iris, and your master is with Gaia. I'm not sure if that was a good thing. So that's in a way 3 healings. Now for his first form or first life, it's not really needed that much to do Apollo shield and a regular shield, a Goran, because you want to dish out all the damage that's required, because if you don't do enough damage, he is going to get pissed off and he's going to kill everybody. So you need to, and you're on a timer, so you want to do as many attacks as possible, while of course not dying. Nice ultimate slasher, 60,000, which is very nice for a boss attack. Alright, gonna go to stealth mode and start dishing out all the damage that I need. There is a deep freeze. Restoration was totally wrong, but okay. And there is the electro reduction that I need for my Delta. So hopefully it'll be a critical. No, unfortunately not a critical. But the other guy attack was. That's good. And on the next alternation, he's gonna of course put electrical resistance up, and for that one I can stay in human form. Gonna keep the brutality for the Gaia attacks. And this right here is a damage increase from the archer. Bleeding 4,000. Skill damage increase of 17%. from talent. Talent 72,000. Very nice. So the human form is not so bad at all. Alright, let's go Gaia. I hope he puts the electro down right about now. Is perfect. The Delphic will be with brutality, and he just needs to do critical, and it'll be beautiful with the reduced electrical resistance. That's the first one, 187 and 212. Very nice. Short circuit. Also, your master is dishing out nice damage. Everybody is actually doing really good the job, and the first form is coming to its end, and then comes the interesting part. Can we make it? So I'm not gonna put Apollo, just want to make sure that we pass the first form. I don't know if our damage output is good enough, so just gonna keep on hitting him. There is blessed light coming through, so life is okay. Also gives a rage. That's a good thing about that spell. Not much left, so even if he does get angry, it should be okay. I'm gonna stay in the human form for his 100,000 attack, because then I have access to the healing rune. They probably know it. I was gonna warn them, but they probably know it. So that's one. The next attack, and there comes the 100,000, I think. There it is, 100,000. Shield is up, heal rune is up. And we're off to Gaia to do some damage. The next one will come in a while after that. I don't know the timing so well yet. A very bad time for Gaia, turns out. Gonna do Delphic and go back and put an Apollo shield instead, because his resists are up. 47,000 only Delphic, so that's a lot of resistance. And that was without the crit, of course. So far so good. Healing rune is there in 12 seconds or so. And again, I'm not super sure when he will be doing his next 100,000. So they just gotta keep me healed up. About now, says Luci. So let's put up a shield. There it is, perfect timing. Shield is up. Next heal rune. So all is good, because the last one is not that important, I think, because we should get him to very low health by then. Darn it, again bad activation. Still gonna do the Delphic. Oh no, he's still on third life, so still it's dangerous. But you see, we're now finishing off the second life, and probably somewhere near the end of it he'll do the next 100k. So then even if I die, it should be okay, so I'm being positive about it. Let's see how this works out. Delphic. Incendiary coming from Zuzu. Come on, that Delphic was a bit too slow. Gonna get the Delphic through with the electro resistance down. That will be awesome. Now he's on his last life, so even if I die, we should be okay, but I'm still not dead, so it's good. 240k, beautiful. I'm out. Luci came too late with the healing. They can do it. Yeah, it's definitely done. There's a rain dance from Luci. Brought everybody to 100. And even if he is pissed off. Oh, he just took out Luci. That's not good. A little bit more. Come on. Come on. Just one hit. No way. No way. He has no life. He has no life. That is nuts. That is nuts. He literally had no life left. Somebody is waiting. We got ready from Zuzu. We got everybody ready actually. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Try number 2. We should be able to make it. It's a terrible loss, that one. Purification taking the bleeding off. Self is ready, but he's got the resistance is up, so I'm gonna wait. Double blast heal. Get that Apollo through. Help the healers. And we go Jupiter. Alright, I'm gonna wait for his resist reduction rather than hit with brutality. Should be coming up right about now. There it is. And here is my Delphic. Got your master doing short circuit. Darn it, no resist. Increased damage by 25% already. But this is my last attack. Some energy ran out. 192 beautiful crit. Your master Delphic. Purification from Luci. Cleaning up that bleeding incendiary. On the boss. Reducing damage by 30%. Right now. Looks good. Everybody's a little bit hurt, and there is the rain of fire. $119,000 healing. That's the thing. Knights get, of course, more healing than other classes. Let's get that Apollo through. Normally this skill here is increasing the skill damage, but it would be cool that if with Apollo you would be doing you know, a bigger effect on damage reduction. Alright, here we go with the next Jupiter. Perfectly timed with a resist reduction. But no crit, unfortunately. That crit is letting us down. 194 again, 195 actually. 250. That was awesome. Go Gaia, go. I can't wait until we have Hercules. I wonder if we can actually afford it or get it. We still don't have any kind of timing on when the evolutions are coming, but they are coming, just like the new troops. No timing yet on when they are coming, but they are coming. I have plenty of Daru saved up for them, but I am suspecting it won't be enough. Just like with the Academy Advanced Tech, a lot of people saved up a huge amount of Kyanite, then the Advanced Tech came and we couldn't even get 30% done. I think the new troops will do the same thing to Daru. Alright, we got the boss first form out. Alright, now another attack from the boss, and then it's his 100k. So I'm gonna put up the shield right now because I don't see any healing coming. Darn it. There it is, and the shield did reduce it by about 17,000, I think. But I tell you what, the knight's job in dungeons is so much easier than the mages and archers. Zuzu has to scatter exactly at the right time. Mages have to do healing and purification at exactly the right time. Knights have it much easier in that sense. Just have to, you know, be tough, lots of health, stand in the front, absorb damage, do the Apollo shield. And Apollo shield, you don't have to be at exactly the right time. It lasts for 5 turns. So 3 turns plus 1, 4 turns. If I said 5 and then something rang in my head. Alright, I'm forgetting to awaken, so I probably better do it straight away. And it was beautiful timing. Still gotta figure out when the next 100k damages are, so you can be better prepared. But I haven't figured them out yet. If anybody knows an easy trick about it, Like, does he do something? And then the 100k, put it down in the comments. Oh, there it is. And I see, yeah, I do see restoration. That's good. So we survived that one. Scatter, very nice. Just need to survive one more 100k. And that's gonna be somewhere near the end of the life or something. That is the end of the second life, or the beginning of the last life, something like that. Based on our damage output. Yeah, damage is what we need, is true. So I'm gonna go Sylph mode. Lost track of his resistances. Not sure if is the right timing now. Yep, perfect. Brutality, Jupiter, and Delphic. Just need a good crit. There it is, 213. That was beautiful. We're all alive. Healing is coming through, and it is done. Very nice. Very nice. Big boss, you are out. I'll even put up a shield to survive. And there is restoration. Oh no, that was from Luci. It was from Iris, not a resto. But we're good to go, and we're all alive. So thanks you guys. 6.2 million experience, and that is without the experience scroll, which I completely forgot. Oh well. Got 10 soul crystals. Congrats to Zuzu and your master. How terrible my 10 soul crystals looks next to that. And there we go. And that's it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that run. I did, and it was awesome also to be able to record the boss with almost no life whatsoever. And so if you fail like that, don't get too disappointed. If you actually fail somewhere on that last life near the end of it, that already means that you can win. So that's a good message if you want. So that's it. Please do click on like and subscribe below the video if you enjoyed it, and also share with friends. Always helps when you guys share on Google Plus, Facebook, Twitter, or anything else that you use. And do visit my blog. I hope everybody has seen my badass Wartune piggy picture. If you haven't, check it out. I'm sure it'll bring you a smile or a laugh to you. And always lots of stuff on the blog. Feel free to send me information or pictures or whatever. I'll publish them if the quality is good. And that's it. The links are in the description, and you can always Google Cosmos Wartune blog. That's it, you guys. Thanks for watching, and have a very nice day.